All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete and Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge alongside the athlete, professional hockey player Zach Boychuk. Season 6, episode 33. I think we're at now. This is the longest season we've ever done. Presented by MyBookie. Head to mybookie.ag, use promo code AAS, and you can place your picks on the rest of the Stanley Cup Finals or playoffs. We're still in the Western Conference or Eastern Conference Finals still going on. West is done. We've got the UFC White House card coming up. We've got NBA Finals coming up, FIFA World Cup coming up. Lots of sports. Everything's covered by MyBookie. They've got some sick casino games too that we might have to get back on to win back some of our money that we keep losing on the NHL playoffs and NBA. But MyBookie, Chucky, we're filming this. We filmed an episode yesterday. We're filming this one on Thursday. Montreal Canadiens last night went down 3-1. Just upsetting. I don't know what else to say about it. They can't get a shot on net. They can't get any sort of ozone control. It's like I don't understand what is going on with this team. I think I sent you a stat earlier, and a little clip of Marty St. Louis just face palming on the bench, and the Habs registered just 4 shots on goal in the third periods of games 3 and 4 combined.
Yeah, they must just be exhausted after those first two game sevens. But like even the first period, like it takes them 9 shots or 9 minutes to get their first shot on goal. So like I know Carolina's playing aggressive and like they're blocking every shot, getting sticks in lanes, but at some point like you gotta just shoot from anywhere to see what happens.
That's what I keep saying. Just got to get pucks on net. Like we've talked about it before. You just have to shoot it at the net. Like they're so skilled. They try to get the perfect shot, but you don't need to. You just got to get it on net.
That's what Carolina does. Like they shoot from everywhere and doesn't matter if it's, 50 feet from the net or, 10 feet from the net, that they're going to shoot it and creates rebounds, creates second opportunities, chances, and Carolina's D are pinching in, keeping plays alive, and seems like the Habs just aren't doing that.
And like you see when they do take shots on net, like sometimes there's a tip. Like they've had a couple goals where they've just tipped it in and just thrown it on net. So it's like it works. I don't know why you have to have a fancy play to get a shot on net or to try to score a goal. Like you just need shots on net. And Carolina, like you said, has been doing a great job of blocking a lot of them, but they've also been doing a great job of not allowing the Canadians to have ozone control. Like if they can even get across the center line, they're not only not across the center line for long, they can't get into the zone at all, or they'll dump it in and turn it right back over, or they'll turn it over coming out of the defensive zone trying to get up the ice, or Carolina will just take it. Like it's crazy just watching how easily Carolina can get the puck back.
Well, yeah, Montreal relied on their power play the first 2 rounds, and now look at Carolina's penalty kill, how good it's been, and they're just shutting down Montreal in every way, and ended Montreal's run for goals in the first period. They were like 11
Oh yeah.
straight games where they had a goal in the first period. Obviously, no goals at all last night. So yeah, it's tough sledding in Montreal. You have Yaroslav Halak bringing the torch out with the Dobus stop sign,
Yeah.
and Dobus. I think there was like 2-3 breakaways, and the score could have been like 8-0 if it wasn't for him last night.
Yeah, I think they got to retire that torch if they, like you said the other, like yesterday,
Get rid of it.
if they can get by tomorrow, if they can go to a game 6, they got to get rid of that torch. That I don't think they've won a game since my Sportsnet subscription expired. I've been streaming the games on
Good.
like Stream East and I think MyBookie has the streams too, but like on hockey, that I'm like I don't really want to pay $25 for another month of this or for
Well, the
another two
games are
weeks of
on
this.
CBC now, aren't they?
Are they?
Should be.
I
I
might have
know
to
last night was, but
I might have to check. Maybe it's on CBC Gem or something like that.
yeah,
But
but it's tough. Yeah, I don't know who you bring in for the torch if they push it to a game 6. Bring in a guy like PK Subban or Arm Dog, like we were talking, but
yeah,
I really don't know if it's gonna make it to a game 6. I think Carolina probably closes it out on Friday and just go straight into the Stanley Cup final on June 2nd. Vegas, Carolina. I think a lot of people are kind of thinking that that's probably what's going to happen.
And we talked about it too. Like my thing was if Carolina can lose, if Carolina loses a game against Montreal, do they bounce back or do they crumble? They've sure shown that they bounced right back and got right back to what they were doing prior to this series.
Yeah, they only got one loss this playoffs, so I can't see them losing two, three, 2 or 3 games in a row.
Yeah, if the Canes get by Montreal, I'm cheering for the Canes all the way.
You don't like Vegas?
No, not a huge fan of Vegas. It'd be sweet to see Torts win. I think it'd be hilarious for Marner to get a cup and the Conn Smythe go and take them both
Give
back to
them the
Toronto.
MVP.
But I think the Canes have been pretty deserving, and they've been fighting for it for a long time just to get to the Stanley Cup Finals since they won it against the Oilers in 05, 06. So it would be nice to see them go. And I know they're your hometown team too, or not hometown team, but they're your draft team too. Started your pro career with them. You picked them to go to the finals. So since our other pick is out, I feel like I'll jump on your bandwagon and pick Carolina.
I like that. Yeah, I should have picked them to win. I had them going to the East Finals. I liked their route that they had on their bracket, but I was a little bit worried about their Eastern Conference finals. I think they've been 4 or 5 times in the last 9 years. They've made it to the Eastern Finals, and before the series started, yeah, they had no win. I think they were like one win in what, like 17 games or something like that. So they're finally seeing a little bit of success after all this experience that they've had. And yeah, it'd be great to see Roddy get a cup as a coach.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. There hasn't been many people to do that, like win a cup as a player and a coach, eh?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the stats would be for that.
Look it up real quick right now. I feel like they've definitely probably talked about it. I mean, it would have been cool to see St. Louis go too. That was something I saw last night too. I didn't even realize that St. Louis and Torts won the cup together when St. Louis was a player and Torts was
Oh
coaching
yeah,
Tampa.
it'd be
That would
cool
have been
for
a
if they
cool.
went head to head.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, obviously St. Louis has a cup to his name, so either way, one of those two guys would be in the Stanley Cup final and have a chance with Brendan Moore and St. Louis.
Apparently, oh wow, more than I thought. So according to Google here, exactly 13 NHLers have won the Stanley Cup as both a player and a head coach. If you include those who won if you include those who won it as players and later as assistant coaches, that number rises to 25.
Yeah, assistants probably happens quite a bit, but yeah,
But
head coach, like
13 is I did not think it would be that
most
many.
recent's probably like Craig Berube. Did he win a cup as a player?
Yeah, that was it. Craig Berube won it as a player in 2000 and a coach in 2019. Quenville won as a
Okay.
player in 96 and obviously 2010, 2013, 2015 with the Hawks.
Wow,
Larry Robinson. Larry Robinson won 5 as a player and 1 as a coach.
that's a winner right there.
Yeah, I didn't think there was that many. I guess older. A lot of these are before the 2000s. So, the kind of those older guys and back when guys were scoring 200 points a season. Some of these
Yeah,
guys getting those Gretzky numbers, but yeah, it could be that'd be pretty sweet for Rod to do it. He's been wanting it for a while.
yeah. I feel like it's going to happen a lot more now, just because you see so many more like players turn into coaches, and
Yeah,
like St. Louis said that he would basically coach for free in the NHL. He just wanted a chance to show himself off, and he's looking unbelievable in Montreal. But
yeah.
um, you know, looking like Brendan Moore is going to have the best chance to win it as a head coach.
I mean, I feel like Brandon is still in shape enough to be able to be out there on the ice with the guys.
He could probably play. Yeah, he's uh he's got to be creeping up on what, 50 years old now, something like that.
I always hear guys talking about how you you can't skip the days if you're on Carolina because Rod's just always in there. You see your coach in there that much, that dedicated that you can't take the days off as a player.
Yeah, exactly. I bet you after the games, he makes everybody go in and do a workout, and I bet you Brendan Moore's right in there doing the workout with him.
Probably. He's probably getting them in before the games too, depending on the day.
Before or after, then again early in the morning. Yeah, that guy's impressive.
2, 3 a days, just all his times at the rink or in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see tomorrow if Montreal can force a game 6 and make this a little bit more of a series than it's turned into be. But some off-season news here, some rumors. I just read a report before we hopped on that the Leafs, the Sharks, and the Blackhawks are open to moving their top picks in the draft. So that's 1 and 2 overall, and then 4 for Chicago.
The Leafs are not going to pick McKenna or what?
It says the Toronto Maple Leafs, San Jose Sharks, and Chicago Blackhawks are open to trade in their respective top selections in the 2026 NHL draft, according to Pierre LeBrun. Leafs obviously possess number 1, but if a team puts together a package that could help Toronto get back in contention following its 28th place finish, the new general manager, Jacob, will at least listen. So they're probably not looking for it.
Such a risky move for Cheka to be pulling his first move as GM.
I was talking to someone last night, a junior AGM, and we were talking about whether the Leafs should pick Stenberg or McKenna, and he was like, "Well, if they're going to pick Stenberg, they may as well try to trade down and get something for it. Like if San Jose wants to move up, then if they want to take McKenna, try to trade down it and to 2 or 3, probably 2. Probably 2 is as low as you're going to get for Stenberg.
Yeah,
but they could do that if they wanted to take him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's a risky move. If Stenberg doesn't work out and McKenna's the Hall of Fame player that he's projected to be, I mean, it's kind of. But yeah, you're right. If they can get something good, I don't know if San Jose has much to offer to move up. I mean, Chicago, what are they going to offer to move up to that first overall pick? But
Yeah.
I'm sure there's lots of teams that would consider taking McKenna.
It says here the Sharks hold the second pick, obviously, but Mike Grier is absolutely open to trading the selection. LeBrun said, noting that San Jose is far enough along in its rebuild to part with it. The Sharks also own the 20th pick in the first round.
Yeah, they could put a couple picks together, but I would, if anything, the Sharks will probably move down, right, and pick a D.
Yeah, I could see them doing that. I would try to get McKenna if I were them, though. Like just to have some. I think Celebrini needs somebody up there with him.
Yeah, that would be. But they need D. How do you get good D?
I think Chicago would have the best chance of anybody to move up because they've got so much in the pipeline. Like
they got a lot of good prospects coming.
A lot of good D. So if someone needs D up top there, they can trade. Like I've heard Korchinski's name floating around, and they've got the picks to probably package with them. It says here that the Blackhawks own the 4th overall pick, but they would need a darn good NHL player to consider dealing it.
Yeah.
So unless they're moving up, I would assume.
I feel like the Sharks are going to be so good for a long time. Like, look how good Celebrini is doing at the World Championships. He's scored already today against the USA in the quarters. They're up 2-0, but the captain of Team Canada of the future.
How about Bouchard getting blown up, man? I couldn't believe that hit after you texted me. I looked it up.
God. That might be a tough summer for him coming off that injury or that big hit.
Yeah, I read that that Edmonton should be worried because apparently he was experiencing some concussion-like symptoms earlier in the season as well. So if he
played through the playoffs, or was it through the playoffs?
Did he play with a concussion?
I'm pretty sure at some point, like, he should not have been playing, but they cleared him and he was playing through a concussion.
Concussion is probably the one thing that you don't want to try to play through.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's what makes it so tough about guys going to the World Championships. Like something like that happens, a little injury, to a guy that's making what, $11 million. Like that hurts your franchise.
And especially like, I mean, I talk shit about Bouchard all the time because I don't like the Oilers, but that's like one of their top guys. And like you talk about the Oilers needing D, like they definitely couldn't afford to lose a D for nothing, especially to injury. Like their top scoring D man.
They'd be screwed without Bouchard.
Just a brutal hit, dude. I mean, at least I think the call was right, 5 in a game for that. Just a brutal hit coming down the sideboards there.
International play, they always give the 5 for the head.
Yeah, I think even in the NHL that would have been a 5 there because that looked to me directly to the head, like shoulder right up into the
Yeah.
chin side of the chin area.
Well, hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll see over the next few days, maybe even today, see how what the medical report is on him. But tough loss for Canada, probably if they get by the U.S. today, which they're up 2-0 going into the third. So hopefully they can get some revenge against Team USA, even though Worlds aren't as important as these other tournaments. And USA obviously didn't send the quality of players that Team Canada did, but
No, but you got to take some sort of bragging rights while you can.
yeah,
It sucks losing last year's World Championship. US won, and obviously the Olympics was a heartbreaker. So I'll take this one if they can beat him.
yeah. Kachuk was talking about winning the trifecta, the Stanley Cup, World Championships, and Olympics. So that was his goal going in into
But
this.
yeah, who needs that? There's only like 30 guys who have ever done it, and I don't think an American player has ever done it. So
Yeah,
that's probably why he's there. He wants to get that on his belt.
guy shouldn't have showed up 4 games in. He should have showed up at the start so they'd have better
But
positioning going in.
he was busy doing his podcast and going on vacation and
Yeah,
showed up halfway through the tournament.
yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Anything else that popped up that you want to touch on before we get out here? I know this one was more so just Montreal going into tomorrow, but
Yeah, sad for the Habs. I mean, I really do want the cup to come back to Canada at some point, but if it can go to anybody, my Canes, Roddy
yeah,
Brindamore, I think that would be pretty cool.
yeah. And we had a friend of the podcast, Mike Commodore, won a cup with them as well, so I'm sure he'll be cheering alongside us if they do make it past the Habs as well.
For sure.
All right, we'll see you guys. Well, I guess we'll see tomorrow if I'm gonna have a live stream a watch party this weekend. But if not, I'll try to place some bets, do some live MyBookie stuff. But yeah, we will see you guys next week.
Peace.